Let's go over this. Mike Rose, that guy from No More Robots, he's having some issues with Valve. Let me just read through this. We had an overwhelmingly positive score on Steam, then these two reviews rolled in. Why does Valve allow this? Let's read this. Not recommended, 3.6 hours last 2 weeks. Woke game also has Muslims, not recommended. I will read this. It's a shame that people like you exist in this world, but hey, at least we could piss you off. Please never ever play any of our games ever again. My question here is, what does this review tell you? What is a woke game? What does a woke game mean? What's the problem with including Muslims? Little Rocket Lab is the game. Is this what you want in a review? When I look for a review for a game, I want to know if the gameplay is nice. I want to know about the art style. I want to know about the music. If the controllers are janky, that's an issue. That's something that I would recommend or not recommend a game for. Woke game? What does that mean? This means nothing. This reminds me of a list. This is what it's reminding me. There's this spreadsheet that was made. Woke content detectors curated list of games. Balloons Tower Defense contains overtly pro LGBTQ plus messaging. What does this tell you? Does this tell you anything about the gameplay? This tells you absolutely nothing about the quality of the game. This spreadsheet is the worst. Let's see, what Cave Story Plus contains no woke content. What makes it through? What makes it through? Witcher's 3 Wild Hunt is only informational. Contains subtly pro LGBTQ plus messaging. Several minor characters provide exposition regarding their experiences as homosexual. Okay, I'm not gonna get stun locked on this. What does this review tell you? Absolutely nothing. This review should be removed. This other review, too much forced politics. Literally only took me 15 minutes to start getting force-fed DEI nonsense. Love the art and the music though. Wish more games would use isometric pixel art. Where is this coming from? What does forced politics means? What does forced politics even mean? So they like the art and music, but forced politics, quote unquote, is too far. If you're familiar with this content creator, Andy Pants, he made a game where he had AI generated pornographic material related to underage girls. I believe it was his own daughter. This says, update on the situation with Andy Pants game. His daughter has been thankfully taken away from his custody apparently, which I'm glad. I'm surprised no big channel has been covering this situation. Then again, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you want to laugh through the game, if you're interested in seeing what the game has to offer, I would suggest watching Dead Domain's playthrough of it. I will leave a link to this video. Anyway, let's keep moving. Let's keep reading through all of this. Like, I checked the Yes, Your Grace Steam page, and this is literally the latest review. Are we okay with this sitting all over our Steam pages now? At first, I was going to praise the game for not filling a medieval fantasy setting with black lesbians for no reason, but then I realized they just waited until part 2 to start jamming in all the DEI crap. What does this mean? What value does this provide as a review? I'm a little okay with them making this working on this little spreadsheet that they have going on, but what is this? What does this provide to someone looking at the reviews? I don't really like a bunch of these websites that take user scores. Like, the Game Awards happened, the Player's Choice Award for 2025 was Wuthering Waves. I'm not gonna say the game doesn't have any quality, but Silksong broke the store page. Silksong broke every store page. How is it not how is it not Player's Choice? At least it wasn't Expedition 33, you know? The Expedition 33 sweep. All right. Let's keep going. I'm just so fucking tired with all of this. Valve does nothing to solve it. Everyone can see it's getting worse and worse. Why haven't they just put a filter on the term DEI? Why are they cool with this? It fucking baffles me. Since I posted this yesterday, the writer of the I Hate Muslim review has doubled down and added that they also hate transgender people. Valve removed my flag from the review with nothing done about it. The review remains up on our Steam page. Is this what Steam is now? Let me read through this. Woke Game also has Muslims. No one is asking for this type of stuff in a building cozy game. Not recommended. I couldn't give a damn about your comments below. Proves the point that this world is infected with political views and religious potato heads, and these devs like to shove it in your face in this game, which is transformed in cute aesthetics to make a fool of the player. Yet some brilliant minds are coming here to tell me what opinion to have on things. Keep going, you are entertaining to read anyway. Let me tell you about a reality you might not like. People play games for their escapism. This escapism point, I don't like how it's used to just throw away everything. I just want escapism. But when it's a game like Andy Pants game, oh yeah, you're showing the woke left escapism. I don't play games for escapism. I play games to get engaged in the world, to get hooked into the stories, like Silksong, for example. I like talking to the NPCs. I like finding out what they need, what's going on. Spoiler alert for Silksong. I loved Sherma's character arc throughout the game. I like Sherma's character arc. When I first met Sherma, I was thinking, oh, this is just a religious zealot. I'm probably gonna ignore them as we go along. As the story progressed, Sherma started thinking about his worldviews. There was an event near the end of Act 2 where Sherma learns about the world, doesn't outright reject their faith. Sherma just pushes forward with their faith in mind and with new determination to keep going. Sherma doesn't give up, and Sherma grows. That is an interesting character arc. You pay attention to what happens in your games, right? You pay attention to what happens when you play Final Fantasy, you pay attention to what's going on. I played Kingdom Come Deliverance. I loved Henry's journey. I loved Han's character arc. Like, these games, it's not about escapism. Escapism is such a dismissive way to look at a medium. You want to learn about the characters. You want to see the creator's vision. Just boiling down games as escapism is just very shallow. Anyway, sorry for that tangent. When a dev is creating a game and introducing real-life problematic situations such as transgenders and their absurd pronouns or religions that have been proven to be harmful to others and all these wonderful things, it shows the intentions behind the game design. You can clearly see it for what it is. All this scapegoating, they just, oh, Muslim, bad, transgender, bad, LGBTQ, bad, DEI. Anyway, it shows the intentions behind the game design. You can clearly see it for what it is. A political view on things in your game. Take a wonderful middle finger and a refund on top of this. And as a cherry on top, every woke game ignore list website or community has been updated to include this game on their ignore lists as well. It's that simple. Keep commenting, folks. You will make this review go viral and inform even more people about this. Thanks. Little Wokey Lab is a more fitting game. Now look, as he stands tough, notice that this man did not talk about the gameplay. He said nothing about the gameplay. He said nothing about the art. All he said, his only issue is that it has Muslims. What does that tell you? He doesn't inform you about the game mechanics because the quality of a game doesn't matter. I'm sure that if this was an overly right-wing game, if this game were anti-Muslim, anti-LGBTQ, this review wouldn't be like this. It would be a big thumbs up. There is one more post. There we go. Okay, access denied. This review was previously flagged by a developer, but that has been cleared by a moderator. You cannot flag it again unless the reviewer changes the review. Valve has now rejected my complaint, confirming that I don't like Muslims is a valid reason to leave a negative review on a game on Steam. This is where we're at now. I just don't know what to do about this. I'm genuinely at a loss. Has Muslims thumbs down is now just written on the Steam page for Little Rocket Lab, and I cannot remove it. Anyone coming in to look at our game will rightly just think, what the fuck? There's nothing I can do. What do I want from this? I talked about Steam banning the game Horses from their storefront. When the game dropped, people who have played it, it's really tame in the grand scheme of things. Horses is really tame. Yeah, Horses was banned, but this review stays up. Has Muslims. This doesn't tell me anything. This doesn't tell me anything about the game. It doesn't tell me anything about the quality of the game. All it says is, has Muslims. All of these words say absolutely nothing. Nothing valuable that you can get from this review. Okay. What do I want the takeaway of this to be? Woke. Let me focus in on this woke game. I don't know what a woke game is. Okay? I'm going to be honest. I have no idea what constitutes a woke game. There's a creator, The Birdman, his series Exposing the Grift. A lot of his videos, he breaks down how the slogan, go woke, go broke, does not pan out in reality. It's just something that you imagine. It's just a nice catchy slogan. It has no bearing in reality. He has a lot of examples. I do suggest you watch his videos. I will also link his channel. People talk about how good the Steam reviews are. That's why they like Steam. That's why Steam is killing the competition in terms of storefronts, but this is the quality of the review system. It doesn't tell me anything about the game. Let me just add, there is room for subjective points in your review. Put the subjective stuff behind the visuals, the gameplay, the story, and the characters, and make it a little meaningful. All right, don't just tell me, oh, this game has Muslims. Woke game. Yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to talk about this. Go show Mike Rose some love, and go show Little Rocket Lab some love. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Remember, dream big, dream safe. Good luck, and I'll see you when I see you.